Nemrut or Nemrud is a 2,134-meter high mountain in southeastern Turkey, notable for the summit where a number of large statues are erected around what is assumed to be a royal tomb from the 1st century BC. The name is a relatively modern one, dating back to the Middle Ages. In Armenian legend, Hayk defeated the biblical king Nimrod and buried him in these mountains. The conquering Arabs gave many ancient ruins they encountered the name Nimrod, including the famous Assyrian capital. Location and description: the mountain lies 40 kilometers north of Karta, near Adıyaman. In 62 BC, King Antiochus I Theos of Commagene built on the mountain top a tomb sanctuary flanked by huge statues 8 to 9 meter high of himself, 2 lions, 2 eagles and various Greek, Armenian, and Iranian gods, such as Vahan Hercules, Aramazd Zeus or Oromazd Baktich, and Mihr Apollo Mithras. These statues were once seated, with names of each god inscribed on them. The heads of the statues have at some stage been removed from the bodies, and they are now scattered throughout the site. The pattern of damage to the heads suggests that they were deliberately damaged as a result of iconoclasm. The statues have not been restored to their original positions. The site also preserves stone slabs with bas-relief figures that are thought to have formed a large frieze. These slabs display the ancestors of Antiochus, who are included Armenian, Greek and Persians. The same statues and ancestors found throughout the site can also be found on the tumulus at the site, which is 49 meters tall and 152 meters in diameter. It is possible that the tumulus was built to protect a tomb from tomb robbers, since any excavation would quickly fill with loose rock. The statues appear to have Greek-style facial features, but Armenian clothing and hairstyling. The western terrace contains a large slab with a lion, showing the arrangement of stars and the planets Jupiter, Mercury and Mars on the 7th of July 62 BC. This may be an indication of when construction began on this monument. The eastern portion is well preserved, being composed of several layers of rock, and a path following the base of the mountain is evidence of a walled passageway linking the eastern and western terraces. Possible uses for this site is thought to have included religious ceremonies, due to the astronomical and religious nature of the monument. The arrangement of such statues is known by the term hierarchian. Similar arrangements have been found at Arsamir Nymphaios at the hierarchian of the father of Antiochus, Mithridates I Callinicus. Ancient history: when the Seleucid Empire was defeated by the Romans in 190 BC at the Battle of Magnesia, it began to fall apart and new kingdoms were established on its territory by local authorities. Commagene, one of the Seleucid successor states, occupied a land between the Taurus Mountains and the Euphrates. The state of Commagene had a wide range of cultures which left its leader from 62 BC to 38 BC Antiochus I Theos to carry on a peculiar dynastic religious program, which included not only Armenian, Greek and Persian deities but Antiochus and his family as well. This religious program was very possibly an attempt by Antiochus to unify his multi-ethnic kingdom and secure his dynasty's authority. Antiochus supported the cult as a propagator of happiness and salvation. Many of the ruins on Mount Nemrud are monuments of the imperial cult of Commagene. The most important area to the cult was the tomb of Antiochus I, which was decorated with colossal statues made of limestone. Although the imperial cult did not last long after Antiochus, several of his successors had their own tombs built on Mount Nemrud. For around half of the year, Mount Nemrud is covered in snow, the effect of which increases weathering, which has in part caused the statues to fall in ruin. Modern history. The site was excavated in 1881 by Karl Sester, a German engineer assessing transport routes for the Ottomans. Subsequent excavations have failed to reveal the tomb of Antiochus. This is nevertheless still believed to be the site of his burial. The statues, all of them beheaded, have not been restored to their original condition. Visiting Nemrut. In 1987, Mount Nemrut was made a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Tourists typically visit Nemrud during April through October. The nearby town of Adıyaman is a popular place for car and bus trips to the site, and one can also travel from there by helicopter. There are also overnight tours running out of Malachirakata. Gallery.